Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my own natural nails because I'm going on holiday on Sunday and today is Friday. It's 20 to 10 on Friday evening and here I am doing my nails because this is the only time I've had to do it. I've been so busy. So this is what my nails look like. This one is a bit of an odd colour, which is strange, but I'm not worried. There's definitely some gel left over on this side wall, but it's fine because obviously I need to prep anyway and it'll come off with that. So first things first, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia bit and I'm going to just use that around my cuticle area. And I'm just using that to basically just push the skin back off my nail plate. That will help with adhesion of my, what's it called? Adhesion of my gel, and will prevent lifting and all sorts of fun stuff. So I'm just going in with that. Why is my phone out of focus already? They look really dry because I've literally just finished filming a soak off video, so that'll already be on my channel. That was part one to this two-part steps video. And then once I've done that with Anastasia on all 5 nails, and then just going to turn that off and get a sanding band. So I'm just going to turn that on, low RPMs, we don't want it to hurt me. In fact, I need a new sanding band because a bit of this has chipped away, so I don't want to do a lot. I'm just using a 240 grit sanding band, by the way. It's just a fine grade one. Don't need anything too much. Obviously we are working with the natural nails. I'm just going to use that to go over the whole nail, including that grown out area that we've just revealed. Very, very gentle. We don't want any indents in the nail or anything like that. We just want to rough up the surface so whatever we put on sticks, basically. That's all we're doing. No pressure applied, nothing, just letting the sanding band do its job. Sanding band is basically the equivalent to a hand file, so that's how we're going to use it. You wouldn't press down really hard on a hand file and everything and scrub back and forward and things, so we're going to use this the exact same way and avoid doing those things. And I'm starting afresh with this set. So I'm going to be doing some encapsulating, so I wanted to get all the product off so I could use different colours of builder gel than what I had on, and just go from there basically. I'm going to be using the apricot builder gel today. I've not used it for a long time because I've been having different brands of builders on. So I'm excited to have it back because it's been a while. It's been a couple of months at least. And it's definitely my go-to builder gel colour. It's from Gel Perfection and it's just beautiful. It goes with every colour you put with it and it just, I don't know, I just love it. My clients love it. Works great for everybody. So once I've done that, I'm just going to dust off. Where's my brush? There it is. So I'm just going to dust off the excess dust with my brush and then I'm going to go in with some isopropyl alcohol. This acts as like a dehydrator. I don't know why I'm doing this now. I haven't even shaped them yet. I should probably do that first. So I'm just going to shape them by just ever so slightly rounding them off a bit more. Going in one direction with my file. Like so. Still a bit of product lingering on that free edge there, so I'm just going to file that away. And then when I'm filing my natural nails, I like to move my nail around and look at it from different angles because I can look at it one way and it looks perfect, and I move it and it looks, well, not perfect basically. As you can see, my nails are much shorter now than they have been in a while, but I just fancied a change, and I just, not that I have anything against long nails because I've had them long for quite a while, up until recently. I just felt like a change and I just I feel, I don't know, I just needed a change basically. Fancied something different. So here I am. So I'm just very gently going in with my hand file and just filing them how I want them. Once I've done all this, I will then like swap my hand around, look at it from the other angle, like I just mentioned, just to make sure it all looks okay from that angle as well. And then we can get on with application of gel. I'll show you what I'm going to be using for the set as well. So I mentioned, of course, I'm using Apricot Builder Gel. I'll also be using clear Builder Gel, some glitter, a gel polish, and potentially a foil. I'm not 100% sure yet. I've just realised you can't even see what I'm doing, ever so sorry. This nail's always a little bit more flimsy than the rest. I'm not sure why. I think it's just long-term damage, to be honest. But it's fine. So I'm just going to turn them around and have a look. I think I'm happy with them, so that's fine. So I'm going to go in again with the isopropyl alcohol to dehydrate and sanitize, because obviously I've just put filings all over my nails again. So I'm just giving them a good scrub with that. Make sure they're all nice and clean. No dust underneath them either. And then we'll leave them to dry for a sec while I show you what I'm using. So I've got the colour that I'm going to be using on my toes. Annoyingly, I don't have a swatch stick for it, so you're going to have to just look at it in the bottle. But it's a blue sky colour. It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of my all-time favourites. It's 80628, and it's this beautiful, like, deep burgundy sort of colour. And then I've picked out a glitter that sort of matches. And it's called Very Cherry. This is the colour scheme that I'm going for. Let me just flip it over so you can see. And like I said, that's called Very Cherry. So first things first, I'm going to be going in with base coat. I'm just going to give this a shake, get the dust off it. There we go. So I'm using the first base, first of all, from Gel Perfection. And I'm going to use that, obviously, as my base coat. And you don't need any primer or anything because it's basically built into the base coat. I do like to paint 2 nails at a time and then flash cure for like 20 seconds and then do the next 2 and then do the same and then the thumb and then cure them all together, just to make sure that it doesn't run anywhere, because obviously your base coat is like your canvas, so wherever your base coat is, the rest of the layers that you use are going to go there, and it's not ideal if it gets on your skin basically, so that's why I do that way. I'm just going to go in and do the middle finger and then I'll cure these 2. I'm not going to do every nail of base coat on camera because obviously I'm doing the exact same thing for the whole process. And it's not the most fun thing in the world to watch. And so we do it plenty of times on clients as well. So once I've done that, I'm going to cap the other one as well, pop them both in the lamp. 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds, and then carry on with the next 2 and then so on. Top coat didn't do the best job, I'm not going to lie, but it's fine, we're going with it. So I'm going to start off with 2 nails in particular. I'm going to do the full glitter nails first because I'm going to do them in a slightly different order than I would usually do like anything else. So basically I'm going to paint, it's going to be the ring finger and thumb are going to be full glitter nails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do my Builder Gel like strength layers on top of my colour instead of underneath this time, because obviously I need to encapsulate my glitter, so there's no point having like a thick layer of Builder Gel on like the underneath and then colour and glitter and then thick layer on top to encapsulate. So I'm literally just going to go ahead like I would if it was just a normal gel polish application, like with no builder. I'm going to apply my glitter and then I'm going to apply my builder. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just applying my colour. I definitely need to reshape literally all of my nails because they're all wonky, but it's fine. I'll do it at the end because I want them a bit shorter anyway, to be fair, I've just decided. But anyway, so I'm going in with my glitter, which, like I said, is called Very Cherry. It is very beautiful. I'm going to get my little contraption that is particularly for dip powder, but obviously you can use it for whatever you want. I'm just going to dust it off. Probably should have done this when my nails weren't sticky with base coat, but never mind. And then I'm going to pop that back in. I'm going to pop my finger on top of it because then it will stop all the other nails getting covered in it as well. And I'm just going to sprinkle it straight over the top. Like so. Tap off my finger to get the excess off. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure. And then once it comes out, I will brush off all the excess, then we can go over the next step. But I'm going to do the thumb as well off camera in the exact same way. And then my pinky, middle and index finger are going to be different. So we're going to do the builder gel on those first. And then the colour after, basically. Okay, so I've dusted it off. This is what it looks like at the moment. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the thumb. But I'll just speed this up. Okay, so this is what they're looking like at the moment. We've just got those two nails done. So, middle nail, well, not just middle nail, all of the nails now. I'm going to be doing my overlay of apricot builder gel. So I'm just going to go straight in with it. I'm going to apply a pretty thin coat. Getting it as close to the edges and the cuticle area as possible, but I'm not too worried because I will use a detailer brush to get it exactly how I want it. I don't need like a majorly thick overlay because my nails, obviously, as you can see, where's my acetone, are relatively like are really short basically, so they don't need too much product, else they'll just look really weird and thick and bulky. So we're just going to do a relatively thin overlay. So I'm just using this brush. Getting the hair off it first. There you go. I'm just using this brush to take that product right up to where I need it. So I'm taking it right up to the side walls, but not touching the skin. And if I do touch the skin, just make sure to remove it ASAP. And then once I've done the side walls, take it up to the cuticle area where I want it. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to pop that air bubble there. And then I can even it out everywhere else because it's where I need it. And it will naturally, of course, just flow to those side walls anyway. Now I've put the product there, it will self-level. This nail is just going to be the burgundy colour with some patches of foil. Okay, and then once I've done that, I'm going to, sorry about that, it's not my phone, look at it from all angles, including down this way. So you want it to be even from all angles, which is great. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to pop it into the lamp because builder gel will just keep self-leveling and keep self-leveling. Like, it won't get to a point where it's level and it will just stay there. It will just keep, obviously it depends on what brand you use, but if it's a more slightly liquid one, it will just keep moving. So you need to sort of lock it in when you've got it exactly where you want it, because it will keep moving. It's already moved in this small amount of time because it's already bothering me. So as soon as you get it where you want it, get it in the lamp, even if you're only half cure, just until you've done the others, and then obviously full cure them all together. But I always make sure to spend a little bit more time at this stage because then it prevents me having to finish file or refine afterwards. I can just leave it as is, which is brilliant. So that's why I put a little bit more time into this step. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to pop it in the lamp. I always use a low heat mode with builder gel, no matter how much I'm using or how thick or thin or whatever. I always use low heat mode, just to be on the safe side. It's not worth any heat spikes or anything, especially on a client, because heat spikes can also cause lifting of the lifting from the nail plate from the nail bed. So it's not worth the hassle, just for the sake of it being about 30 seconds quicker. So always do that. So I'm just going to do the same again. Turn the lamp off on the middle nail. I'm not going to film this on every nail because it's going to get pretty boring. I've just got that all over the skin, but I've acknowledged it, I've definitely noticed it, so I will remember to remove it. I don't think I need quite that much gel. So first things first, before I do anything else, is I'm going to remove that gel that's not meant to be there. Because if I leave it there, the rest of the gel is just going to float to that area and it's just going to create a mess. So I've removed it now. And then again, I'm going up to the side walls. And then before I start messing about, I'm just going to pop air bubbles that need to go, like the big ones. I need to stop knocking the camera, it's going to make you dizzy. And then that's when I'll leave in it. Even it out a bit. And then again, check it from all angles and stuff, make sure I'm happy. Pop any more air bubbles if there is any, and then I can pop it in the lamp. Okay, so I need to encapsulate these glittery ones now. So obviously I'm going in with the clear builder gel this time instead. And I'm going to do the exact same technique. Obviously this time it's over glitter. So I'm just applying some first of all. Adding a bead. And then I will move that bead around with my striper brush. Just making sure I've got enough on there. Just going to clean off my brush. Obviously it's got the apricot builder gel on it. And then again, I'm doing the exact same technique, just going right up to those side walls. Really want to make sure that every last bit of glitter has got some builder gel over the top of it, because we're using this layer to encapsulate and, like, oh gosh, my phone really wasn't having any of it then, to encapsulate and be my strength layer, because obviously we've just got base coat and one coat of colour under this glitter, so this is my strength part as well. Glitter has just come to life now, it's got that clear on top, it's beautiful. And then I'm just going to look at it from all angles, make sure it's nice and smooth. I like to switch it up in different ways and then just make sure that it all looks fine, there isn't any lumpy bumpy like obvious bits just from looking at all angles. And then once I'm happy, I will then pop that one into the lamp as well. I'm just going to do the pinky and thumb off camera and then I'll come back for the next steps. Okay, so all the nails are cured now. I'm going to go in with my colour. So on the index finger, I'm going to go ahead with a full nail of this colour. It's such a beautiful colour. Absolutely love this. This has been like one of the Bluesky colours that I've had like since the very start, and I've had to replace the bottle like so many times. I've used so much of it. It's just always a colour I always end up going back to at some point. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to do 2 coats of the colour on this nail. And then I'm going to pop a coat of the foil gel on, because we're going to do some patches of white foil, which I'm aware isn't that much of a shock from me because I've got a bit of an obsession with white foil. I'm not going to lie, like it's definitely up there with my absolute favourite things of all time to do with nails. It's just brilliant. It just brings everything to life. I love it. Is that a hair? Yes. Of course it is. That was definitely not the best way to tackle that problem. I just made a mess. I'm just using a cleanup brush and acetone to get rid of the mess that I just made. Hair is definitely still there. And then on the pinky, we're going to do just the bottom like section, not in a French way, just in like a straight edge sort of way. And we're going to do that in the burgundy colour as well. Probably a bit more than that actually. Go for like maybe 2/3 of the nail or 3/4, like whatever it looks closest to. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I am just making it up as I go along, and it's probably not going to go well, but I just haven't figured out, after all this time of thinking about it for the last like month of what I'm going to do for my holiday nails, I haven't managed to make my mind up even to this day, and I go in like a day and a half, so it's come to the point where I've just got to do it and just go for it basically. Just need to take that right up to that corner. There we go. Perfect. I don't think that's straight. Oh, it's not too bad. Is it? I don't know. No, it'll do. So we've got that. And then the middle nail, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foil gel straight away, because I'm going to be doing the foil before I do my colour on that one. And I'm not going to be doing it like perfectly, like applying it perfectly full coverage. I'm just throwing it on sort of thing, because I'm just going to be doing a patchy application of foil anyway, so I don't need it to be perfect. And then I'm going to pop my hand into the lamp for a full 60-second cure. And then I'm using the white foil from Sparkle Supplies UK, which is called Bianco. I definitely should have opened this prior to doing this set, but never mind. So I'm just going to take it out of the packet and then just cut a bit off, ready to use. So that's now finished out the lamp. And then I'm just going to use this on my middle finger first of all to create some random patches like so. Totally random, just looks like that. And then I'm going to paint some, I'm going to do the second coat on these two, but I won't do that on camera. And then I'm going to paint some like, what's it called? Oh, I can't use my words. Shapes is what I was trying to say. On this middle nail, so I'm just going to pop some of my colour on there once I've cleaned it, because it's probably just on my palette. It's been on my desk all this time. Just accidentally threw my brush. There we go. Clean my brush as well. And then I'm going to go in with that colour. Just create some random lines, squiggles and stuff on this nail. There's one. And then another one. I'm not going to lie, I am actually struggling a bit with this video because I've got a cold. I don't know if you can hear, but I feel absolutely rubbish at the moment. It's always the way when I go on holiday, which probably sounds really dramatic, but I swear to God I'm not really dramatic. Like, I do just generally get ill either before, during or after a holiday, like every time I go away. I don't know why, I'm just not destined to go on holiday. So hopefully this is going to be one of the times where I get ill before and I'm fine when I go, because I don't fancy nursing this cold while I'm on holiday. And then I'm going to do one more up here. Like so. And then I'm going to get black. I'm going to place some random little dots. And by little, I mean little. And by random, I mean random. Believe it or not. Totally random, a bit abstracty, like so. And then I'm going to, like I said, do the 2 coats on those and I'll come back. So that's the 2 coats done on those nails. I'm now going to go in with my foil gel on both those areas I've just painted. So this full nail and tip of this one. And then I want to pop that into the lamp for a full cure again. I'm going to make some patches. I'm going to create some patches even on those areas. Like so. And then I'm going to go again with my dots. This nail, I'm going to take them over that line of where the red and white meets the Builder Gel colour. Just overlap the two. And then this one, again, just like that as a nail, completely random. Just put a few complete random patches of some dots. Like so. And that's it. And I'm going to pop this into the lamp for a full cure, and then when it comes out I will top coat and show you what they look like at the end. So here is, oh my voice went then. Here is the finished result. Let me know whether you like them or not. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the likeliness of me actually taking them off tomorrow and doing them again is very likely, because I never ever settle with what I originally do. But they might grow on me as well, because last time I did my holiday nails, those black and white patchy ones, I didn't really like them at first either, but I loved them the next day. So we'll wait and see how I feel about these tomorrow. But let me know what you think, and if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye!